So, welcome to All Parts from Within. My name is Ishwar. I help people expand their consciousness and accomplish any goal beyond their wildest dreams. Now, in this video, I want to just address one core issue that you may not be facing necessarily unless you're going through a period of stress, but it's just the idea that, you are way too busy into considering certain aspects to simply maybe just taking score and course correcting on you in terms of your daily or even long-term goals, and just to keep stress at bay. I would say it's a very, very well-known fact, and it's been overstated. Well, I would say it's been accused of the current situation, the way the media tries to brainwash you into thinking all the gloom and doom going on around. I mean, part of it may be true, but it's just the fact that they try to overwhelm your brain and your nervous system into thinking that it's all chaos, they're out there to get you, etc. And the main idea is that there's a bunch of techniques that you can use that are, whether you are having a very intense performance or you are just getting distracted into your job, your activity requires too much of your attention, and therefore you are unable to, you just get carried away until you are completely exhausted when you are about to go to bed, when you are about to finish the job, even like you are grabbing a quick bite at work, and kind of typical with many people nowadays, unfortunately. Even like the white collar jobs that are not meant to be that so intense, I would say. So there's as I said, a couple of things that you can do on a daily basis, but you would definitely need to incorporate them for good, because that becomes if it is a part of your routine, then you would definitely disconnect. You need to chunk your day into, say, 3 or 4 blocks, and therefore ideally you should be able to do this like maybe every hour, if not every couple of hours or so. You want to just bring all your attention into your physical body, like you close your eyes, you focus on your breathing, you focus on your heartbeat, you focus on your core muscles, whatever it is. And sometimes that does the job, that's more than enough. Okay? Sometimes it might require, especially if you've had like certain arguments, somebody said something to you, therefore you're not able to let go, even that NLP technique, if you feel like you're not able to let go, although the technique is very powerful, then you could do this. For example, there's the belly breathing I've shared, where you place one hand on your chest, on the other on your belly, and then instead of following the usual rhythm, which is meant to extend the exhale and to hold it out, you could do this 7 seconds inhale, 5 seconds hold in, and 8 seconds exhale, which is, the exhale must be the easiest part. The reason I'm giving this sequence is mainly because, one, you're completely focused on it. It's unusual, like maybe you get 5 seconds or 10 seconds or whatever, but the 7, 5, 8, it makes you concentrate a lot more because you want to do it right. And second, I think for people who might be introduced to this technique, this belly breathing, which is it's got loads of benefits to it, they might get into the rut, into the monotony, therefore not be able to reset, so to speak. So you definitely don't want to do more than 3 cycles. Okay, if you think just doing this is helping you a lot in terms of your lung capacity, etc., then you can do it separately besides the pauses that you have. And also it is very handy to have some kind of gratitude journal. If you don't do it once per day, even during this time, you could just maybe add things. Maybe you find it harder to get 10 things to be grateful for that day, and therefore you just keep adding when you have these pauses. It also helps exceptionally a lot more when you, before you get into this, you need to, obviously you need to have your spine erect, but you roll your shoulders clockwise, anti-clockwise like that for maybe 5 or 6 movements. There's another mudra technique, the yogic hand gestures, where you just put the tips of your index finger and your ring finger on your thumb like this. Instead of just adding them to the thumb, you put them like, you bend your thumb, and then you put these 2 tips like this. And then you put both of these close on your lap, close at least with a couple of inches space apart. And there is also this hand gesture, but this hand gesture is recommended for at least 10 minutes on a stretch. So I'm saying this, you do these mudras, the first one especially, when you're doing the breathing exercise. So either ways it will bring your attention to the present moment. The point is, when you're able to do this on a consistent basis, then you end up getting some sort of maybe you could say just a reset in which you would the stress that you are having, it won't carry over to other areas, and even it won't build up, so to speak. So I hope this makes sense, and this is a very, very key practice to carry out, because stress literally kills. Okay, and if you're not, I hope you're not in that bad position, then you can always use this to reduce stress, and therefore be more productive, have a better mood. And you can also check down the exercise I've added about deep breathing, which is, I give you a formula which is X4X, whatever, you can check it out. So you do this and you improve your general health, your mood, and you can perform a lot better. Hope this makes sense, and share it with people you care about, and like and subscribe, and talk to you soon. God bless.